And this is Life Screenings 1 minute film festival. Hello, we have an audience here, a peanut gallery. We have Marcia, Jerry, Alex, and Chris. So far, we're in a smaller room this time, and we do have four filmmakers in the queue to bring them in after we show their films. So, what is a 1 minute short film festival? It is films that show a world that we want to live in, and we have 25 films that we're going to show out of 45 that were submitted. And some of them are really good. A lot of them are really good. We get a chance to meet the filmmakers too. So, and during this, if you have a question you want to ask me or ask the filmmaker when they come in, they'll be right there on the screen. We'll go ahead and do that. So it is, I'm going to shut this door real quick. Keep it open a little bit. Let's get started. My name is Banks. I am the curator, and we've been doing this for about 6 years now here at the Winter Park Public Library and virtually for about since COVID happened. Welcome. We have a chair for you right here. And we got Vern here too, another filmmaker, a local filmmaker. Do you want to be my co-host? Oh, come on, I can just turn the camera.
Sure.
Yeah, there he is. So let's get started, and in between them, we'll be discussing with the filmmakers. And here we go. Pulling this one more time. Here we go.
It's a different kind of love. You're not connecting from a place of pain. You're not drawn to each other to correct a past wound. It's a safe place for you to be yourself. And that can be scary. You got so used to being someone else. On guard, anxious, distrusting, craving the next hit, because you never know when it's going to come around again. You don't have that with this kind of love. It's there waiting for you. You just have to receive it. You have to feel worthy of it.
I've always dreamed about my love life since I was a little girl. One day, I'll meet my Mr. Right, fall in love, and live happily ever after. Well, I tried. Boy number 1, smart but a predator. Boy number 2, super hot, but he's a narcissist. Boy number 3, a really nice guy on paper, but I was a coward. Anyway, there was a time I almost believed that I would never be loved or capable of loving anyone. But one day, I met her in the crowd, my Melody.
And I'm just coming back right now. I just want to make sure the filmmakers out there. This is a one-person operation, so I'm doing the technical, and I'm also doing the talent, I guess, behind. Unless Vern wants to come in and do the talent with me. If you are a filmmaker out there in the queue, make sure that you write in the private chat what film you're in, so that I do not pass your film. There's 25 films. We do have Zeke, we have Anna. And we have Hannah there too. So, but yeah, we do have quite a few. So make sure you all put in the private chat what the film that you're associated with, so I don't pass anybody up, because I don't want to have to come back and show everybody. So those are the first three films. I like to start with something very strong. And those of you that saw it, Marsha, what did you think of that first one, the dancing one, the one? Oh,
I really love that. It was like the up the coming out angle and on top.
Right. That one is so moving, and I loved how the expression of the woman who was the dancer, her face was just I don't know, it was like she had no expression, or maybe it was a negative expression. But yes. How many here have actually been to live screenings before? I know. So just about everybody. Oh, you all haven't. This is your first time.
This is the first time.
Oh, welcome.
Last year or the year before,
Yeah.
yeah, in the old library, yes.
Maybe you were here once. Yeah.
And the news program too that you did, you were there, when it got dicey, we had to start dancing.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but I remember the dancing.
So filmmakers, we just went off into a discussion. Sorry about that. About something else, totally different, unrelated. Make sure you do put in what your film is. I do see that Pablo is there with Fish-like, and Tang with Nova. Oh, wonderful, Tang. I'm so interested in talking to you about that. Politicians and People is also a film that we'll be showing too. Thank you so much. So let's go back to the films and show some more now. I just want to make sure that I have everybody's films and I do not pass them up. So here we go.
SARS-CoV-2 entry requires sequential cleavage of the spike glycoprotein at the S1, S2, and the cleavage sites to mediate membrane fusion. SARS-CoV-2 has a polybasic insertion, PRRAR, at the S1, S2 cleavage site that can be cleaved by furin.
Who made the disease?
Who made the disease?
What made the disease?
What made the disease?
Who made the disease?
Who made the disease?
What made the disease?
What made the disease?
Who made the disease?
Who made the disease?
What made the disease?
What made the disease?
Who made the disease?
Who made the disease?
What made the disease?
What made the disease?
And I wanted to come back after that. That was a filmmaker from here in Orlando, and he does a lot of animated experimental films. He is not with us, however. I just wanted to pull us out from there. A lot of animation films are coming in. I guess we have a lot of time. Well, we're not socializing, or for whatever reason, we find ourselves. Doing a lot of animation, or possibly animation is becoming easier to do, because I know, Vern, your film had some part of animation.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So yes, filmmakers, just a reminder: make sure you put in your name of your film to make sure that I have it down. I'm going ahead and putting it in right now to make sure I do not run past yours. Continuing right along, we do have a little delay in the actual film when I go to show the films, and with me, a little technical delay. No worries. I did take Vern's advice, and I have now 3.5 seconds in between each film, so it gives it a chance to stop. I know last time you had said it's a little too short because it would go right into another film. So with that said, let's move on. Comments or questions from anybody? Jeannie? No?
I thought you were going to say Japanese. He's from Japan.
No. The one before the last one we saw,
Oh,
Carl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So it was Japan and then an Orlando artist.
Right.
okay?
Right. Actually, it was Korea.
Oh, it was Korean.
Yep. So let's get started. Here we go. Add it to the stream.
Open the door. Look, I know you're in there. I can see the light in the window. How long are you going to keep this up for then, eh? Let me give you a time scale. You've got 1 minute. 1 minute. And we're finishing. We all jumped just now. The sound was a little loud. I'm checking to make sure that we're all in the same pieces. We are all here, correct? We're good? All right. That was one of the funniest films that was sent in. And I love comedies. Comedies are one of my favorite films. I attempt to be a comedian, a filmmaker, however, taking these short little bits. And, sorry about it being so loud, everyone. I didn't know it was going to be that loud. So,
Scare pods.
yeah, they are scare pods. They are scare pods.
Did its job.
Yeah. So back to the films. Here we go.
hang on a minute. We have an issue with the actual Wi-Fi bandwidth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in the file from a different place. Usually we have it hooked up straight to the computer, and I'm going to go ahead and just change it real quickly. Hang on 1 second. Here we go. And I'll bring it right back to the actual film, which is right here. And sorry for the inconvenience. Let's find the spot. Oh, there we go. And there. And sorry, filmmakers, hang on. We're going to come right back to you. And here we go.
Don't get up. Don't get up. Why don't you get up? Don't get up. Why bother? No one can get up. Anyway. Don't get up. No one miss you anyway. You're a burden. Why bother? Wasting people's time. Why? No one cares about you. You don't deserve you anyway. You're a burden. And you're saying fucking nothing. Why bother? You are nothing. Nothing. Disgusting. No one's face. No one doesn't understand. What? What's wrong with you? Hey? Why does she care? She can't see, doesn't care. She doesn't know that she cares. Doesn't. No one cares about you.
And we are back, and I do have the filmmaker. Hannah is with us. Let's bring her in right now. There you are, Hannah. Adding her to the stream. Hello, Hannah. Can you say something so we can hear you?
Yes, hello.
Hello. Wow.
Hi.
Wonderful. This is your beautiful piece of work.
Yeah, thank you. It is my work. Yeah, it's a minute film project I did at my school, Nordiska Filmskolan here in Sweden, right outside of Gothenburg, and it's actually my sister who plays the part of the main character, who's only 14. Yeah.
Yeah. I love how these voices we have in our head, you bring it to not to light, actually to dark. This is how detrimental these voices are. Where did this film come from? Where did you come up with it?
Well, the whole assignment really, we had to all make a 1 minute film, and I felt like, well, 1 minute, that's quite hard. I had this one idea of wanting to make a piece that seems to be relevant for everyone, but sometimes it can be hard to like explain these things just through like, you know, regular dialogue. So I was like, okay, well then maybe I just do kind of voiceover, but not exactly just like how your inner thoughts, especially the negative ones, could seem to have personalities of their own, and especially as young adolescents. So it's quite a personal piece that I tried to bring on screen as a way of, yeah, just a way of an outlet. And I wanted to make something relevant for everyone, not really on the nose, like saying it's about this mental health issue or this problem or self-esteem. I just kind of want everyone to have their own interpretation of it. Everyone can relate
Right.
to it in their own way. Yeah.
And it is multi-generational. I mean, I'm 60 years old and I still have those voices in my head. They don't sound as sweet as your voice in your character's head.
Yeah.
So this is multi. I mean, we all go through these
Yeah.
negative thoughts that are thrown at us.
Absolutely.
So you are in college, correct?
Yes, I am. Yeah, it's
And
like a 1-year film college in Sweden here. We have this thing
oh,
called the Folkhögskola, which is like community college, but it's like a 1-year film school kind of thing, like almost preparational.
right. And
Yes.
Sweden, or is it Norway? If you know, is really into slow movies, long movies.
Mm.
There's a new push. There's a name for it. I forget the name. So
Yeah, myself,
so
I can't really think of the name though.
okay. So
It's
so
Scandinavian.
it's on a train. One of the films is on a. I think it's slow movie making. They're on a train
Mm.
and they show a camera from 3 angles for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. I mean, people. I mean, this is the way people. I love it. I mean, there's also like 3 days on a camel. Is another one through the
Mm.
desert. So why did you pick this college to go?
I picked this college mostly because the theme of this 1 year in learning how to do filmmaking is you don't have to have a lot of experience. It's just more like visual storytelling through images and sound. And I've always had ideas and things like that, but I've actually never really properly done filmmaking, never really properly held in a camera. So this was like actually my first piece of proper filmmaking work. And I didn't, obviously it was a shorter amount of time we worked on it, but it was a lot of the post-production, the pre-production was a lot longer than the actual filming. But my sister was very patient anyway. But it was a lot of just trying to find the theme of the color, and I really wanted to focus on sound and even almost have it simultaneously be like a silent film. Like they don't say anything, but in a way like our thoughts, sometimes what they say are more meaningful, people, and also how actions also serve much louder than words, like someone reaching
Right.
out.
Right. Beautiful piece. Thank you so much, Hannah, for submitting
you.
it and continue creating. This is wonderful. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye. Hannah from Sweden. What did you all think? Peanut Gallery? I loved it. I loved the I could relate to it so much.
And you're right about multiple ages are affected. There's a course, in fact, at the Crosby Center here in Winter Park, how to stop negative thinking in senior citizens and what to do about it. And also, we have apparently a problem here with teens and depression after COVID.
Yeah.
And so I was wondering if that was
It is
similar there.
Yeah, it is a big issue with teens and depression. You see this in high schools here, and Hannah, you brought it to light, or the dark, for everybody around the world, I think, and COVID, I think, had a lot to do with that. It's the solutions are difficult, so many moving parts with it, but yes, filmmakers, if you have not put in the name of your film in it, I might miss your film, so make sure in the chat you put in the name of your film so I know exactly where you are. Continuing right along, let's see some more films here. Here we go. A little slow.
Why bother?
going on here. 1 minute here. Yes, we do have the filmmaker for that. Let's bring him in right now. That film is Dare, and I usually do not bring films that are bloody or gory. I just love the way that he shot it. Bring you in, George Lynch. George, where are you? Let's see where you are and bring you in. There you go, George.
Hello?
Add you to
Hi.
this stream here. Hello, George. Where are you
Hi.
right now physically?
Physically, I'm at my home in Cork, in Ireland.
Ireland, yes.
Yes.
I loved your film. I had to watch it like 3 times. I usually don't show films with blood in it.
Thank you
what
for
a-
watching my bloody film.
Yeah. I thought they said that in England, not in Ireland.
Yeah.
I don't usually show films with blood. The way you told this story was so good.
Thank you.
The twist at the end, the whole 9 yards. Where did this film come up? Where did this story come from?
Right. So what happened was I'm in college at the moment doing a film course called UCC Film and Screen Media. I'm in my second year at the moment, and in our first semester, one of our modules we were watching specifically Irish film and genre, looking at different types of Irish films by Irish filmmakers and how Irish films had tackled certain genres. And one of our topics was Irish horror movies. And our lecturer, Tig, thought it'd be an interesting idea to give everyone an assignment for each of us to make a horror short film within 30 seconds relating to one of the movies we saw that was part of the course. So, and I think we had like 2 weeks to get the whole film done, from concept to more or less a final cut. So I just brainstormed, watched the movies again, and then just kind of thought about other movies and other shorter movies, like 1 minute or 30-second stuff.
Right.
And yeah,
right.
and eventually this came out of it.
Right. So what was the horror film that you based your film off of? Irish horror film, correct?
Specifically, the concept of this one related to this one film called Dead Bodies, which is about this guy, he kind of gets back together with his ex-girlfriend, but they get into a fight. He pushes her, and then her head ends up hitting against the counter, killing her. So that was
Right.
That's where I took that concept. Right, like, okay, what if someone died by accident? But I didn't want to just rip it off, So
Right.
like I had to find another way of telling that story. Like I had other ideas as well. Like I think another idea, one of the other Irish films was like a film about a bunch of guys getting high on drugs and all that. So I wrote a couple ideas. Oh, okay, what if somebody got high or something? But I decided to
Right.
go with the dead bloody accident one because I thought it'd be the most appropriate to tell within 30 seconds.
Right, right. It did have a memento,
Memento, yeah.
theme. Yeah, yeah, and I Christopher Nolan and his brother, I think, made that film, and I don't know if they're Irish. They're English, I think.
English, yeah.
However, has anybody seen Memento before? A movie that came out about 30 years ago, before you were born, George, probably. And it is told backwards. And what a incredible movie. That was done by Christopher Nolan's first film, and he has done Dunkirk. He's done Wappenmeyer, a new movie that's coming out about who made the nuclear bomb, I think. Anyway, or the atom bomb. So George, what's next? You're gonna take from there and go in reverse for your next film?
Well, I like experimenting with the form of movies. I think it's just very interesting to try new things with movies, not just telling it with standard third person perspective camera, although there's nothing wrong with that. I like doing that as well, but it's just fun to find new ways of telling a story, and it's quite interesting to do with these very small projects as well. Like I've experimented with like a couple of other UCC college films as well. Like I think for them, I decided to shoot film one movie vertically, like an iPhone, and have like a narrow thing, because I thought that'd be interesting to try out. Or I think our very, very first film assignment of college was to make a short film, but to tell the whole story through still photographs. So no moving images, no movies, not even stop motion, just literally picture, 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 picture.
Nice.
And I was like,
nice.
okay, so how? Yeah. So it's quite fun to do those projects.
There's an improv game, as an improvisationist, where you stop and you have a picture. It's a still shot, and then you do something else, and it's a still shot on stage. So I see that photograph kind of storytelling. George, thank you so much. Just so you know, and for all the filmmakers, once you are in my festival, it's like Hotel California. You can't leave. No, you don't have to pay the big $3, $4, $5, whatever you pay to be and to submit your film. So it's free. So any films that you make from here on out, or that you've already made, send them to me. I'd love to share them and see if they're appropriate for live screenings. But yes, thank you so much, and we'll see you maybe sometime else.
I hope so too, and I can't wait. I can't wait to make more movies like this as well. It's such fun to make movies in this short format. It really pushes everything you know about filmmaking. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. There is a slight delay, just so we all know, a slight delay with the films coming up, and it's because I'm not hooked up to the Wi-Fi here. I'm not actually physically hooked into the Wi-Fi. So moving along, we do have some more filmmakers in the going to be coming up soon, and let's begin again.
In Sochegu, it's famous as a rather well-to-do neighborhood. It's sort of mixed in terms of income levels, quite mixed actually. But one thing that's noticeable about this neighborhood is that pedal are very popular. Now, pedal is a form of food delivery, but that has become very popular in this neighborhood. And one sees these pedal motor autobikes just everywhere starting around 5 p.m. and very intense traffic. People who are doing the deliveries are part of the gig economy. They are definitely not well-to-do. They have a lot of issues in terms of job precarity, low income, etc. So there's a real division here of sort of well-heeled and they're Arbeit, part-time,
servant class.
It's an experience to come and look at your movies and stuff before you rent them. It's not like having it on the screen. The old experience of coming in and trying to find what you want can't be beat. The internet has taken over, so can't compete. My parents was one of the first ones in town with the videos back in the 80s. I started out with VHS. Now they got the 4K. It's too hard to keep up with it. It's been a fun business. It was, but it's like a ghost town anymore. I get a lot of people from out of town see it, and they just got to come in. Can't believe that there's actually a video store. So it's like a museum for them. All I can tell you is this entertainment business has always been location wins. But when you try to compete against the remote control, it don't work. Use it or lose it, things.
And we have the filmmaker, Zeke. Let's bring you in. Hold on one second. Let's stop. That's our next film coming up. Sorry about that. I don't want to give it away.
Too late.
We have it stopped. So Zeke, let's bring you in. Where are you? You were the first one in. Go ahead and say something so we can hear you.
You guys hear me all right?
Yeah. Hey, Zeke.
Hey,
where was this? Where was the last blockbuster in the world, or
blockbuster? This one is out of Norfolk, Nebraska. So as far as I know, it's the last video rental shop in Nebraska.
And this is where you are right now in Nebraska,
no, I'm in Sioux Falls, South Dakota right now, so it's a little bit of a drive, but not bad. And I'd heard it was down there and went to talk to him to see if he'd be open to it, and he said, "Well, no one's in the shop right now. If you got a camera, let's get it over with." So.
You just showed up. Well, I mean, when was the last time anybody in here rented a video? I mean, you can still rent them on Netflix, I think, can't you, Zeke?
Yeah. I believe you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we don't. I mean, we just don't do that anymore. I think actually Netflix recently stopped sending up. So what do you do with all these extra? What does he do with all these extra DVDs that nobody?
Yeah, he's having a fire sale on it, and at some point this year he'll close his doors. But he's going to try and sell as many hard copies as he can and leave with as much as he can. So
there may be a resurrection of this, like there is with vinyl, with DVDs or Blu-rays coming back, because I know there are those hardcore people who want to see it from the original source.
Well, some of them just don't get digitized. So
yeah. So how did you get into filmmaking? What spurred you to do that?
I wanted to do it ever since I was a kid, and was lucky enough growing up where we had some family friends that had worked in the industry, but not in a way that got them a lot of attention. So we were able to see some of the non-monetary cost that was going to go into, doing this for a living. But yeah, I've been doing it professionally now for 14 years, and I do the 1 minutes just as a way to scratch an itch in between things. So it's a fun skill, I think.
Oh, nice. And you're with Micro
Films is the series. We just, anybody can submit, but we try to do 10 a year, just of things that we think we're curious about, but we don't have the bandwidth to give a whole feature to.
Right. And we do have another film coming up, I think, from Anna, and she's also from Microfilms. Talk about Microfilms just for a little bit. No, what exactly is it? Is it a conglomerate of filmmakers? What is it?
Yeah, anybody's willing, or anybody that is able to submit. It's 10 1-minute docs a year that we do between Black Friday and Valentine's Day, and it's anything from a first-time filmmaker to sometimes it's just like, hey, are you working on anything? I heard about this deal a few states away. Like, why don't we just, at the very least, go experience it together and maybe get an interview, and we can put a 1 minute together from that. And it just started as a way that we could build interview skills and experience some other stories and meet new people. So it's our 5th year.
Nice. I do see a lot of those films coming through. maybe I get to see him right after Valentine's Day or
Yeah.
Black Friday and Valentine's Day, so I see him in there.
No, we
So
really
what's next?
appreciate it because you've. Oh, sorry. Go. I mean, you've
No, no.
you've screened Hive Mind of ours and the Afghanistan Phoenix in the Graveyard. You screened as well.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah,
such a great
yeah.
venue that you have as well.
Well, thank you, thank you. I love sharing the stories and filmmakers, and I love that we get a chance to meet you and talk to you. Are there any questions or comments for Zeke? Anybody in the peanut gallery? No. The great thing is that we get this personal touch. We get to find out who the person is behind it, and
Absolutely.
if you were running for office, we get to have a face-to-face with you.
Yeah.
We are going to be watching a political film later on.
Awesome.
About that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, and keep
Thank you.
submitting and keep creating. This is wonderful.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity and the venue.
Sure. See you, Zeke.
See you. Thanks, guys.
All right. The last video shop in the world. Little gyms like that. What happens is I this month I received 45 1-minute films, and we're showing 25, and you see these gyms come up, and you see them different perspectives, ideas, concepts, and I just love sharing them. So yeah, let's get started. Hopefully we can get through the next one. Here we go.
Entertainment business has always been location wins, but when you try to compete against the remote control, it don't work. Use it or lose it thing. It's just not paying the bills anymore.
You ever feel like your destiny is already written? But what if you could change it?
Yes, love that film. A little short piece there. So I do have the filmmaker. I think I have the filmmaker here. Yes, Pablo, are you? Yes, Fish-like. Pablo, let's bring you in. Where are you? There you are.
Hello.
Go ahead and say something. Yeah, there we go. Hello, Mateo and Pablo. Yes.
Yes, Pablo and Mateo.
Oh, good. And where are you all? Where are you all from? Where are you right now, physically?
We are in France, in south of France. And
Right.
sorry for the accent. We are very bad accent. I mean, English accent.
We can understand you. So either our accent is
No,
really
you
bad.
understand that in 5 minutes, you understand nothing.
Oh, I love this existential question. Is our destiny already created for us beforehand? Who came up with this idea?
This is a group idea. We have 4 directors, but it was sorry, and this is a student project in a school. It's in 3D school, and this is for the school. And so in the theme of this project, this is ad publicity. So the project is the origin of this project is create publicity. And after we say, I like the theme of, I like the phrase, think outside the box. It's a good idea. I like after say, oh, the fish in the box, it's good. It's the origin of the idea.
Right. And the metaphor of being, I guess, a sardine inside the box and never being able to get out of it. I love that. So you're a student. This is a film project. You're an animator, so you animate. Do you have another project lined up?
Yes. In the last year of the school, we are 1 year for create a project in a movie. And the time of the movie, it's 5 minutes, and we are 1 year for create this movie. This is for the this is le diplôme. I don't the word in English, but it's the last big project for the school.
Right.
And
So has Pixar called you up yet?
not yet, but soon.
Yeah. Pablo, Mateo, thank you so much. Muchos gracias. Oh, no, you're French. You're French. You're French. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. What do you want to say in French?
Merci. Merci à vous.
Merci beaucoup.
Ah.
Keep creating, you two, wonderful stuff. And thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Students.
I love the way he has the cans sort of jumping around. That just conveys everything. You know? I don't want to be in the box. I'm stuck in the box.
How many of us don't want to be in the box? However, want that box because we're scared of what may happen if we get out of the box. There's no water, you know.
Well, I look to you. Yeah, we look to you.
To go outside the box.
Yeah. I mean, you're the fast breaker in so many ways. I was just wondering how we got Morgan Freeman to do the voiceover.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll have to ask him next time. Well, let's move on to the next films, and we do have some more film.
This is 60 seconds of my grandmother's life after she had a stroke 9 months ago. As my grandma once told me, life is too short, but even 1 minute is too long if you cannot enjoy living it. Love your life and live it before it is too late.
And we do have the filmmaker here. Let's bring. Where are you? Where are you? There you go. Fanis,
Hello.
hello, hello. Where
Hello.
are you right now? Where are you right now?
I'm in Greece, Ptolemaida. It's a city with electricity plants with coal. So this is my city, and it's famous about that electricity plants. Yes.
So this film, oh wow, does it hits you when you see a little girl without a leg? What a moving 60 seconds. How did you come up with this this
I
idea,
think,
this concept?
as you can see, the narrative is so simple, but the message is clear here, and that's my goal in that case, to have a strong message with easy narrative, with a story, or with a beginning, middle, and end in this under a minute. So I had that in my mind because I have two daughters in my life, and I remember that game and what the children wants. They want to have love and to have free time to play. And when war come into our life, that's gone, and children have issues like that, and that's an easy way. Other children lose their lives, so it's not so happy theme. I know you like
Right.
comedies, but
Yeah,
nowadays,
yeah,
nowadays,
I love any films that move me to act, to be proactive. I mean, I do like comedies. This one was just so wrenching, poignant, sad. Do you know the meaning of poignant? It's like a sad movement.
That was the word in my head.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's poignant.
Yeah. So and it was done so well. I mean, colors and beauty and light and the whole package was great. Fanis, where does this film go from here? How do you get it in front of more people to create more change?
I think festivals like yours, it's a very good way to communicate and have this opportunity to show our films. And I think that it's a great idea to have 1 minute films, because make us more equals, even students with a pro with experience, more experience. That 1 minute make us more equal, one to each other, so the gap is not so big. And my message here, like I said before, it's very clear. And we have this situation with Ukraine. So I think in US, you are more motivated now. But let's stay out of politics and focus only to the children. Children want to have a happy life, out of the politics, and focus only to the children. That's my point.
Right.
I know it's not it's a dark theme, but like you say, I give it with color, with the saturation was, and that's a point. And I don't know my English. Sometimes I feel that is my speaking now. It's a little bit rusty. Sorry about that.
Right.
I want to say it from the beginning, like the French guys in the beginning.
Well, Fanis, thank you so much, and continue creating. This piece was beautiful. and we will see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Banks.
We get all different types of films, not just comedies, films about the world. I mean, what is film if it's not a reflection of our lives?
I thought it was beautifully structured. Yeah, it's this really tight narrative technique.
Yeah.
Where it just builds second by second, because you just see initially, just the ground, and then the hopscotch,
Yeah.
and then the stone, and and then a hop, and so on, and then it just builds, and then you see this girl.
Yeah.
And then first you see the girl, and then you see that she's an amputee.
Right.
And then you see the house burning behind them. It's just like,
Yeah.
Is that Syria, Ukraine, Turkey?
That one.
Or is it?
I do not know. It's you know what? It's a reflection of our world. I mean, I could see that. Let's move on. We have a couple more filmmakers, and the last filmmaker is here, and he is, I think, about 9 years old. Maxwell, what are you, 9 or 10 or 8? And his film is totally amazing. But we have a lot of good ones coming up now here.
I protest. Change now. 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 I protest. Change now.
The most dangerous threat to democracy is the silencing of its citizens. This is why the Founding Fathers protected us by creating the Bill of Rights. Our liberty survives because the power belongs to the people. Our Constitution ensures that our voices are heard and that change is possible.
You have some dough. It's lunchtime, but there's no way you would eat just dough for lunch, right? Well, The good thing is, I have some cheese. Your friend has some tomato sauce. This random guy on the street has pepperoni in his backpack. If we bring all these ingredients together, we end up with something much better than any of them alone. A savory pizza for lunch. But each of us has not only different ingredients, but also different opinions coming from our different life experiences. If we bring all these experiences and all these opinions together in friendly, civil conversation, we end up with opinions and ideas that are better than any of our individual opinions before. So if we want to come up with these better ideas for a better world, what we really need are civil, civic conversations. Pizzas. It's an American thing. AmericanThing.org.
Pizza. Mm.
I'm a politician. I make promises to the people and beg them to vote for me as government representative during election.
I am a voter. I trust and choose them as member of parliament. I hope they will secure my rights and livelihood by making the right decision.
I won the election. Now I need to build my life and career.
I am struggling with fuel crisis and rising cost of living, while politicians travel in luxury vehicles.
I know I am using people's taxes, but I don't have another way to recover my campaign expenses.
I can't afford to have 3 meals a day. I am at the food bank while politicians eat in posh restaurants.
I need everyone's votes. I must support all kinds of groups.
I am protesting on the street for my rights, while the politicians are signing the bills for the benefit of their funders.
People are being diverted by new headlines every day. It's another election. I hope they vote again.
So we're back with the filmmaker, and where are you? I'm gonna mispronounce your name. Oh, he's below me. Bazir.
Hello, Banks team.
Hi. How do I say your name?
Bazir.
Oh, I said it right. But
Yeah.
Bazir, did you run for office?
No, I'm at home.
All right. I love this. I just finished running for office, and it was great to see the different the voter and the politician. You did say something that was very obvious in there that I experienced, and that was the politicians are signing bills for their funders. Oh, that was so true, so true. Where did this film come from? Where did you come?
I
up
mean,
with this?
so I born in one country which was like affected by war, which is Sri Lanka. Then I'm in United Kingdom for a long time. So what I realized was like the political system, the corruption and all the victimization, it's same everywhere. So it's the same system. Even the mother country Sri Lanka is facing the economic crisis, and now we are here in UK having the same issue. So it's all in the decision of politicians, especially the leaders whom we voted and chosen. So I wanted to tell, it's a student project anyway.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to.
You made the film, I thought, very equal. Showing the voter, showing the politician. However, when we talk about it, it sounds so depressing. We could go into a conversation of, is democracy the right way? I don't, I don't know. I dabbled in it. Now, why this one? Just because you came from Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka has a lot of corruption, and then where are you right now? Physically, where are you right now?
I'm in United Kingdom, Manchester.
Okay. So you see it also there. So you maybe it's following you around.
That's true.
No, I'm kidding.
It's everywhere in the world, almost.
Yeah, I always wish that. Well, anyway, so this has been in other film festivals also. This film.
No, this is the first time that I submitted, and I really appreciate and thank you for choosing my film to screen today. And this is my first film anyway.
And you have a split screen going on with the voter and the politician, and you and I are split screen. Are you the politician, or am I the politician? Are you
No,
the voter?
I'm in the voter side, a citizen.
Well, good. I loved it, Brazier. Continue creating. This is wonderful. Thank you so much for submitting it, and continue creating.
Thank you, Banks, and thank you, team.
Yep, sure. See you, Bazir. Wow. That hit home with me. We're running out of time. However, we do have about 4 more films left, and we have about 3 more filmmakers to bring in.
Hey, Dad. Missing? Oh my gosh. Where was the last place you left it? I don't know anything about that. No, I didn't take it. You're saying my tone implies that I have it? Yeah, sure, I was at the house last week. All I did was drop Sarah off like you asked. I didn't even go into the house. If you're so certain I have it, why don't you come over to my apartment? You know where I live. Come on over. We'll search every nook and cranny. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I think there's a different reason why you haven't come over yet, and we both know what it is. Shocker. If you've already made up your mind that the chicken's at my place and you're still not even willing to see me, then that's on you, Dad. I don't have your stupid chicken, okay?
And we have the filmmaker Nova. I'm going to bring you in right now.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool.
Where are you right now physically?
I'm in Montreal.
Montreal. So this is your piece. The first time I watched it, I didn't know what to think. And now the audio is correct. There's no audio at all, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so deliberately you did that. Sometimes I'll watch these films and I'm thinking, did they deliberately not have audio in it? Why did you not have the audio?
Well, this was a university project film. Like we had to make a film that had no sound, and I just kind of like keeping it that way, so I just left it without any sound.
Right. Where did this purple kiss lips thing come from? It's I have an idea, and I want to hear it from you first.
Well, when I had to make a 1-minute film, I kind of I try to find a way to like represent the self in a very extreme way, and I thought I could be quite on the nose with it and kind of literally represent a mouth kissing and licking with like almost as its own entity, which is like the self and self-love. And the character at first, she's like trying to wash it off and get rid of it, so it's kind of this fear of loving yourself, fear of accepting certain things about yourself that aren't necessarily harmful. They're just kisses, but she's still really afraid of them and tries to wash them off. So
yeah, I took away the self-love aspect of it. I think I've heard somewhere you have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. So it all comes from there. I just loved how you made it a purple kisses. At the beginning of it, I thought, wow, this is extremely sensual. I didn't know what she was kissing, to be honest with you. Comments, questions from anybody in the peanut gallery? No? Jeannie?
Well, I would say that I kind of missed the self-love. At first, I thought, initially she was being attacked. Like, she was, alarmed, and so that was
how you
my
took it.
first impression.
Yeah. Nova, what do you have to say about that?
well, I have had a few people give me like different interpretations, took away kind of a more negative message from it, and others like more positive. Like at first she is like kind of like trying to suppress it. Like she is afraid of it at first. So it's a film about self-love, but about being afraid of it. So that's why at first she's like, it looks almost like an attack. And then at the end, she kind of accepts it. And then we see that she left her own mark on the mirror. So it was kind of like her all along, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I like how that twisted at the end. Nova, thank you so much for submitting
you.
and continue creating, and submit for free from now on, no fee required.
Thank you very much.
And thank you. Yep, we'll see you. Bye-bye. Nova Beni. Wow. We get films from all different mindsets, and I love that one. That one I had to watch 2 or 3 times. Moving on.
I had been asking myself, how can I make my home safe from 5G? I was not going to put on a tinfoil hat and stand there shouting at the world. And then one morning, it hit me. Never mind about a tinfoil hat. What you need is a tinfoil flat. I mean, why put it on your hat and walk around with it when you could put it on your home and walk around in it? It's a lot more convenient. Now you're probably thinking, is that enough? Well, have you ever wondered why the government tells you not to put tinfoil in the microwave? It's actually because the government puts 5G in tinfoil, and microwaving the tinfoil removes the 5G. All this tinfoil that's here around here has been microwaved. So it is the only home in the world that is 5G free, and therefore it is the safest home in the world.
What?
Hello. Huh? It's bad. They're laughing. Ha ha ha. I'm crying. Too much money, it's not funny. It's bad. Very, very sad. I go to therapy. It's bad. Oh, that's Pinhead. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's good. I'm happy. Ha ha ha.
My aunt Effie was killed in a car accident. I built an angel for the cemetery gate. And that's when the scrap metal thing started for me. And then I got this job doing some of the presidents in Rapid City. And that really afforded me the opportunity to experiment with different stuff like this. The City of Presidents was at a time in my life where I was comfortable, and I was comfortable enough to take a risk. And you have to kind of follow those little butterflies off into the distance every once in a while just to see where it's going to take you. The way my mind works and the way all these manufactured pieces are so perfect in their shape. And I really like to mix and match all that and the textures. They just seem to build themselves. It creates a different kind of a feeling, you know, to look at something that almost looks alive, but you can see that it's made out of found objects. There's a lot of meaning in it for me too, because I remember who I got that piece from or who I got that piece from, and I'm thinking of them kind of while I'm building the sculpture.
And we have the filmmaker. We're going to bring her in right now. Anna, let's hear you say something.
Hi, I'm Anna.
There you go.
Where?
That works. Anna, where are you right now physically?
I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Nice, nice. Where did you find, well, Lemon is the name of the city, correct?
Yes, yeah.
So where did you find this artist?
Yes, I'm with Microfilm, but Zeke is my older brother. And so I helped him on a few, like trying to find cool little stories. And in Rapid City, South Dakota, they have a bunch of bronze president sculptures. And then they have these scrap metal ones all around the Black Hills. And so I was like, well, we could reach out to this guy, John Lopez. He's a pretty big deal. I don't know if he'll respond. And he did, and he was pretty excited about the idea. So we were actually shooting a documentary across the state of South Dakota about a bike race. And that was the closest we had ever been to Lemon, because Lemon's like, it's a hike. It's like northwestern South Dakota, not a lot else up there. So we took that opportunity and went to his studio and filmed him with one of his newer sculptures.
Yes, and there is nepotism with live screenings. You and your brother can be on the same show together. So that's good. Any other siblings, parental groupings? So you're with the Microfilm
series, yeah.
Yes. And are you a filmmaker like your brother also?
No.
Wow. This film looked beautiful. Lighting, the whole 9 yards, and it just flowed so easily. It was my last film that I was going to show. However, I got this 10-year-old filmmaker coming up next, so it's not my last. So where do you take it from here? Where does it go from here? This film.
I don't know. Zeke actually. So we have a little film festival of our own. So that's the one that I manage. So he's actually been submitting it on my behalf. So I don't think it's going anywhere else, but I was thrilled because it's the first time. Zeke has always been like a very strong force of like, you should direct this one, you should try it out. And I've only ever been on the backside of things. So yeah, this one was fun. And it was nice to be, I don't know. Like it was such an easy thing for him to talk about. And it was like so visually appealing. I didn't really have to do a whole lot. It just kind of made itself. So, and then Zeke, of course, edited for me because I can't do that. So
thank you, big brother.
Yeah.
So continue creating and continue submitting. And this is a great first piece. We loved it. Absolutely. Yep. And thank you so much for waiting so long.
Of course, I've been enjoying watching all of them. So
Okay. We'll see you later. Bye, Anna. And we are up to our last film, 9-year-old. We're going to meet him right after this. He's Maxwell is there. So here we go.
I have a superpower. I'm not strong, but I do have a superpower. Do you want to know what it is? My superpower is kind words. Kind and encouraging words are like a seed. They grow into something beautiful.
Wow. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna bring him in right now. Hold on 1 second. Let's stop this. Oh, I started it again. Right, let's stop this for real. Maxwell, we're gonna bring you in right now. Maxwell is the filmmaker. What a beautiful film. Maxwell, say something so we can hear you.
Okay, thanks, Banks. Yeah, so the film was mainly to show that, like, words can help us. Like, that everyone has that superpower. There was also actually a longer version of the film that we made originally, but then we saw this film festival and we shortened it up. And so we could
So the
enjoy it.
burning question is, how old are you, Maxwell?
I am 9, but I am turning 10 this year, so.
Okay. All right. 9. Maxwell, to say something like my superpower is kind words is full of wisdom. Where did you it was you wrote this film. This is your film, right?
Yes, it is. Yes.
How did you come I wish I knew you when I was your age. Well, that doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
And just like, because like at school, like, you know, sometimes like people would like do verbal bullying. Like, might have heard that happen once or twice, and that can really like put people down. So I thought it would be a cool idea to like make a film to show that, as well as putting it words can make people get put down. They can also make you get lifted up, like by saying, "Oh, you're awesome, you're great," and stuff like that.
Right. How long have you been acting? Because you act so well.
Yep. I started acting in 2020, or was it 2019? I think it was 2020. But yeah, I have an agent and things.
You have an agent?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
is your agent holding the camera right now?
No, it's my mum, not my agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maxwell, we loved your film. I don't know if you heard us applaud. You probably did not. We applauded after we heard your film. It was so touching. It was brilliantly done. When is the next film coming out?
Oh, next film. Oh well, I think we're thinking of making one, but we haven't fully planned it yet. But
all right,
I might be back.
Where are you from, Maxwell? Where are you right now, physically?
New Zealand, Auckland.
New Zealand.
Yes.
Do you know Peter? You know Peter Jackson?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. I saw those movies. They're good. They're good.
Very, very good. Maxwell, thank you so much. And by all means, you can submit your films anytime. Go through your agent, of course. And you don't have to pay the fee. Thank you so much. This is so warm. And what time is it right there?
11:44 here.
PM?
Right now.
PM? At night?
Well, it's not at night, so it's not at night. It's daytime.
Daytime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow.
All right, it's tomorrow. Well, thank you so much, Maxwell. And we'll see you again. All right.
Hopefully, yes.
Oh, hold on. The question is, where did you come up with the seed idea with the animation seed?
Oh yeah. So like, because we did originally, we were going to add some stop motion into the film on another scene, I think, but then we actually ended up not going to. So we still wanted to add some stop motion, and so I had to hold my head out like this, and I had to keep it in this. I could not move at all, which was very painful.
Right.
And
Imagine.
and then my mum had made these clay, all the little bits of the seed growing, and she would put them in my hand, take a picture, put the next one in, take a picture, put the next one in, take a picture, and yeah, so on and so on. And if I move like this, we have to like
Move
do
it
it
back.
again. Yeah. So it's,
Well, Maxwell, you are a delight. Thank you so much. We have to go, but yeah, take care and send us your next film. Bye-bye. Wow. Do you find those gems out there? And what wisdom this little kid had, or 9-year-old, almost 10-year-old. Okay, Maxwell. Thank you to all the filmmakers that submitted the films. Here at the Winter Park Public Library, we show films. Is this the third or fourth? It's the fourth Saturday of every month. Next month, we have full length, up to 15-minute films.
Oh yeah, that's full length.
Well, short films. Full. We're used to 1 minute. I am going to be showing some films, teen films, the month after that, and then the month after that, we'll go back to the 1 Minute Film Festival. Thank you all so much for coming. And I think we just had the announcement that the library is closing soon. Thank you also. No worries. You got 15 minutes. Let me say. This is on YouTube right now, live, and you can watch it again on YouTube. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you so much for coming, and